Hi, so I'm Teresa Jolley. I'm Creative Director at Def 153, which I set up in 2014 after 13 years in Mouchel. I work with Sir Nick Carey, and together we help people to communicate their technical work to non-technical audiences. We're both very curious and supportive of new practices and new technologies. We want to help the best ones deliver practical value in the world, and that runs through our work and our support for this programme. The first one would be clarity of purpose. You have the guides with the entry information, but I'd say convince the other judges emotionally and capture our attention. So the best submissions we've seen sell to us clearly and succinctly what the problem is you're trying to solve, and why that problem is important to solve. That's the key thing for the kind of connection there is who cares about it? What benefit does it offer? Who benefits from this, and why do they need that help? And then also how and why your approach is different or better than others, which sometimes we get the sense that, or I get the sense that there's not as much awareness of what else is going on elsewhere. Some of it might be an entrepreneurial thing, and that's half of the course. But just having as much awareness as you can about where what you're doing fits into the wider thing. That's the first overall point. And the second point I would say is evidence of practicality. So you've convinced me emotionally, you've got me engaged into why this is important and why I should care about it. But what have you done? What practically is there? What is the test? Have you done any tests? Have you done any research? Have you done any performance assessment? Have you had any testimonials? It can be that. It depends where you are in the process. But what have you done in the real world to refine and improve your hypothesis of what you're trying to achieve and how you need to navigate? We never get it right, first off. So actually the more important point is what have you learned from that process? I'd say overall write it well using the prompts that guide you. I can give a little bit more to that if you like. So as I hinted at before, I've been most impressed with the submissions that articulate a compelling problem that needs to be solved, the benefits in doing so, and how your particular choice of investment and time and decisions has enabled you to achieve something in that space. There's a lot of research, testing and development and failure that goes into innovation. So we've got to recognise that and be supportive of that. But remember that you're not just writing about what you did, you're convincing us and others that you do actually, that others do benefit from that solution. So it's not so much just, and it doesn't tend to come across like this, the questions are really well prompted, but the best ones really draw you in and really get you committed as to why this is really important, and follow up with that stuff. And I'd say, as best you can, within the question structure, tell a bit of a story. You know, use some, I'm saying this because I do some of this myself now, so we won't go into it in the video, but there's, you know, use key characters in a story, use a sort of story arc to actually help you step outside of the work that you're actually doing. Maybe chat with others, maybe pull some information together in response to the questions, and work through that and see how you can reshape it and tell it in a different way, different to the perspective of you just being involved in doing it.